Our first speaker has been working on developing the sustainable cotton value chain in South Africa. And as you will see from her CV and her website, she's been doing some amazing work with women leaders as well. Natasja Ambrosio, let me ask you, how do you think we can build the competitiveness and the sustainability of the cotton textile value chain in South Africa? And secondly, what in your view are the opportunities for the sustainable cotton textiles value chain to be extended across the African region?
Because we want to compete with the rest of the world, we have to work out a way that we can build both the capacity and the capability. What we find in South Africa is the South African cotton industry has now increased their production. They've brought in sustainable growing standards, so the BCI standard applies. They've still got a way to go to convert that all the way to 100%. I know it's quite unique to have a in-country value chain, but we believe it's possible. And so we've got a lot of work still to do to make sure that our conversion processes are competitive from a price perspective, but also retail demand and consumer demand is now not only for price points anymore. Consumers put a lot of pressure on retailers, and rightly so, to make sure that there's sustainable production. And so the demand has changed. It's not only price point. And I think it's an opportunity for South Africa and Africa in general is to build something different. It could potentially be our competitive advantage that we build a completely different model and differentiate ourselves. And so for South Africa, in terms of competitive and sustainable cotton value chain, I really believe that there's an opportunity for us to really think about it. And I think this conversation around the Africa Free Trade Agreement is a wonderful conversation, because just being part of this webinar and being able to have conversations across the continent where we all have the same goal at the end of the day is our starting point. How do we build the right capability and invest in advanced technology that gives us efficiencies, but also gives us environmental good practices? Because that is definitely what we are being measured on and will be measured on in the future. And so how do we ensure that we achieve all the goals of sustainability at the same time as being competitive with the rest of the world?